Okay, I'm going to do a quick talk here on how to trade stocks with big spreads. This is just an example of it. And normally you find these stocks with big spreads on new issues. Now this isn't really a new issue because it's a SPAC, but it might as well be a new issue. Here's where the deal was done, and then way it pops, and you get these big swings because you don't really have the participation to make for a tight spread. In this case, this stock is trading, it's not so big, it's 25.27 by 25.39, so just a 12-cent spread. But so how do you trade it? Well, there's two ways to trade this. Two ideas. One, if the stock is surging, then you just have to take it on the offer and be down the 10 or 20 or 50 cents right off the open. And you can see here now the spread has gone 23 to 41. So now it's a 18-cent spread, and you hit the bid and you get these big, and it's quite often stocks that don't have the volume either. This is 1 million shares, so it has traded some today, but it's a fairly new issue, or it could be a thin stock. So the two ways to trade it are, one, if it's surging, maybe in here like this, you just go on the bid. You just take the offer, hold your nose, hope that it goes higher, and you don't get whacked. Hope that it's not here, and then it comes back here, and you get whacked, stopped out, and then it goes again against you. And it's typical to see a widespread stock because every candle has these huge. They're huge candles, right? This one here is 24.84, high 25. So that's, it probably didn't move anywhere. It just was the spread that gave these big long candles. And quite often you'll have them with big long wicks as well. That's usually a sign that a stock has a big wide spread. So you can do two things. One, if it's surging, then you take you just take the offer and hope for the best that it's going to continue to surge. That's the first thing. If it's in a trend like this, you put your bid in on the at the trend line or just above it in hopes that you get filled. In that case, you may or may not get filled, but if you do, then you're in the trade and away you go. At least you're not down instantly. And so then if the trend is up, you can, you take it on the bid in hopes that you get filled. And if you do, at various levels at the trend line, or maybe, if you follow VWAP, if you follow the moving averages, just every time it touch down to the, put your bid at the moving average. And if you get filled, great, then you're in the trade. That's basically the two ways to trade it. If it's surging, you got to take it on the offer. If it's trending, or you've got time, or it is volatile like this, you just go on the bid and hope that you get filled. And if you don't, then you go on to the next trade.